My post thoughts on Pink Tape, it's gonna get a lot of mixed opinions. I bet, after one listen, a lot of people are gonna be hating on it. I said earlier in the stream, I said it's gonna be like Whole Lotta Red, where you woke up on Christmas Day and you think it's the best album and Cardi's insane and he's crazy, or you're on the other side of it and you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. My personal review, I genuinely think I liked all 26 tracks. That was one listen and I already liked it that much. I feel like it's probably gonna grow on me more, especially because I am a fan of like rock infused and like rap and stuff, and Uzi did that a few times. He was kind of punk, kind of Cardi-esque, doing ad libs, kind of sound like Whole Lotta Red here and there, very repetitive as well towards the start of the album. But you literally had dance songs, EDM songs, like there's just movie soundtrack stuff and just all types of anthems on this. I mean, you had classic melodic Uzi too on a few songs, but it was really like the rock stuff was gonna be very controversial. It's cool that he got like his influences on the album though. I think with Travis Scott lived up to the hype. Like I was very excited to see him put that on the album. All Alone was one of my favorites as well, just because those were like performed in like 2021 or something. A lot of the beats were insane. Like the energy he had towards the beginning of the track list, times 2 x2 was one of the best beats. And there's a few beats where I was just keep going, man. The production was top notch. I thought the sample, if I'm blue, if I was green, I would die. Like, why did that sample work? Why was Nicki Minaj better than usual? Why was Travis Scott better than usual, dude? I don't know. I loved all the features. Don Toliver, again, killed his feature. All the features were good. Even Bring Me the Horizon, I think they low-key carried that song. So I really thought the features like exceeded my expectations. Like, I mean, we didn't get Cardi, we didn't get Yeet, but for the main part of this album was just Uzi experimenting. Like none of his other albums sound like this. Like I'm sure I'm gonna compare it a lot to like Eternal Atake, which it's given Eternal Atake a run for its money. I really like Eternal Atake. I know for some reason that album's so controversial, but it was really such a hyped album. But Pink Tape was really hyped up as well, very anticipated. It took years to come out, just like Eternal Atake, but this time he took the route of just spamming 26 songs and also just being very versatile, trying new things. Like he was so versatile. Like there's some tracks on here where like Nakamura, is that how you say it? Like it was like some sort of pop. Like I didn't even know what to call a few of these songs, like what genre. Like I was completely like flabbergasted on a few songs. Fire Alarm was like, what, bro? It was like EDM, but and then he had like a rap verse in there. He had his normal Uzi trap music. Like I said earlier, it's gonna be like a war between whether you just don't understand it, you don't like all the styles, you think Uzi just completely fell off the rails or something, or you're gonna be like a rare type like me, where I'm sitting here like I love every style. Like I was kind of mind blown at like, wow, like I've never heard shit like this before. I mean, this sounds like nothing like what Uzi has in his catalog, which I really like. I mean, maybe a little bit Love Is Rage 2 I thought at the beginning, just because I felt like he was using some of the same flows, and I felt like he was kind of repetitive on the types of flows that he uses and ad libs. But then he started experimenting more too, a ton with ad libs, and like again, it's kind of the Cardi influence with like the ad libs and stuff. And he even tried like baby voice a few times. But I mean, if we're comparing it to the rest of his catalog, I mean his earlier albums are cool, they got hits on them. I think Love Is Rage 2 is going to be hard to beat. Probably going to be in my top 3. Probably like third best, I feel like. I really like it. It's one of the better albums this year too. Like if we just look at 2023, not even just Uzi. I really liked Gunna, really like Thug when it comes to like the trap scene and everything. But Uzi's album, like I feel like I'm going to be playing this a lot. The summer's really been heating up, bro. Like every single week. I think Uzi, out of the albums that just recently dropped, I think I like Uzi the most. And I think this is going to be an album that it's gonna get a lot of replay value out of me. I really thought there's a lot of catchy choruses on here too. I think it's gonna sound good on shuffle play too, which might be really weird. Like I'm gonna keep listening in order, but I feel like I could kind of just throw it on shuffle and enjoy whatever gets put on, especially with it being so versatile. It doesn't really have like a storyline or anything. It's kind of like a playlist almost, because it is so long. It's nothing special to play front to back. I mean, I still will from time to time, but we have more albums this year. But I'm gonna rate this one very highly in terms of 2023 albums, that's for sure.